default. Okay. Okay, now everything is connected. Says I'm live. Technology. Engaged. He is the show and the producer in the same seat. And that's the show. Look at this mistake. Island of Whack Whack. Island of Whack Whack, man. $100. Right. It was $100, law. It was literally like I saw it when it was like here. And I noticed it because it's particular. It's a special land for Magic the Gathering. Keep up, chat. Tap to reduce target flying creature power to 0. So basically it's a good land. It fucks up dragons or whatever, angels, you know. Atraxa. And then it went up to 200. I was like, oh wow. And now for some reason, it's $5,000 US. I don't know. I guess I missed the part where it was Arabian's Nights. You know? And that's if only I had saw that and kind of captured that a little sooner. Right? Because all these cards are up there, you know. When they're useful for someone, they really are or iconic. Like even this tap to add a colorless mana or regenerate an elephant or mammoth, right? It's $500. Drop of Honey, Diamond Valley. But there's only that many cards in that set, really? Dude. Library of Alexandria, Juzam Jin. Oh, the fuck up. Oh, the fuck up. It's over now. Let's see, what else do we do? Well, there's 1,000 things to do. There is 1,000 things to do, including drinking the rest of this coffee. There's a tweet I want to make. We're also looking at pollen because this is month of May, and apparently we have a really high levels of pollen. I'll let you figure out if that's a problem for me, okay? But we want to tweet something which has no meaning or sense or any reason to be unless the whole wild world fucking decides it does. I used to think I was ahead by a century, but with the advance of technology, I think I'm ahead by just a decade now. But I'm also late by a decade as I am working on my first YouTube videos. Now, what do we do with this fucking tweet? Do we like assign a hashtag? Wisdom. Nope, that doesn't exist here. Do we hashtag bullshit stuff? I'm sure ahead by a century is not a thing. Out to Twitter. Out to Twitter, man. What is even the place for this tweet? You know? How time flies. That's not a fucking hashtag. I don't know, man. So what do I do, man? Do I need to look up like most popular hashtags and then fucking play the game? Yes. Ooh. 2020. Top hashtag 4 hours ago. In Deutschland, in France, in Australia. I bet if I just look on the side of the Twitter, it's telling me what the popular hashtag is. Explore. Explore. The Pentagon strongly suspects alien exists. Well, you're not alone. End the lockdown. Mad Lion. I can explain to you why it's a probability that aliens exist. Or should I say life exists somewhere else? But the Pentagon strongly suggests, strongly suspects. Oh, that's just the Telegraph, so fucking sending us their news. As you can tell, it's not a fucking hashtag. It's not popular. It's just a Telegraph. Fucking tweeting their ass out because they made a piece of news. Please. Come on, let's go. I don't have all my life. Computers. Social media. Tech. What? Just what? Wheat. That's my friend. She's also looking at pollen. Pollen. Facebook. Send it. Post. Confusion. Magic players are playing tonight. Boom. Boom. This is Restream. We have Steam to figure out. We have a picture to change. I will change my picture now. What picture will I be? Is done. We go to account settings. Account settings. Update photo. Low quality selfie. Save. Not bad. Low quality selfie. Open. Zoom. Interesting. Just want this here. Zoom out. TED. Zoom in. My face. Nice. Save. I like the other one, but I think this one is... Well, it's here. I'll find a higher quality once the fucking video uploads. I took it from this frame here. Boom. I just liked it. Can we do the same on
100 times faster than the Joule 2.0 supercomputer had taken on a similar task. Actually, the CS1 was faster than real time.
Equations. Your channel. It's a pain to fucking find. Customize channel. Branding. Change. Low quality selfie. Open. Wow, that's low quality. What the fuck are you doing? Let me work, you piece of garbage. Oh, this sucks. This is not it. Done. You know. I don't know. I don't feel it. Leave. I like this better. This fuck up. Next, we edit the video. The video. Yay. Where I think I have more than one video. Like it ends at 36 minutes. So like... Great, it's not reading super well because I went to sleep. What do we do? Do we make small video? Or do we just send it? I think I'm just gonna send it for now. Send the completed. And we're calling it Reserve Fun. Cheaters. No, there's no cheaters. Reserve Fun. I mean, I don't have to call it now, but I would like to fucking call it now. If I want to cut it later in parts, I will. It's sequenced in the time properly. So I would just simply cut it either in half or in 3 parts, and then send it again if I choose so. If I choose, so be it. It will be. Itch. Play. Video producer, content, blah blah. I have more content to make. I don't know if I can have time to play a game or what. PTS is working. I'm gonna put those back. You know what I want to do? I want to try them. So Linda speaks English. Caroline speaks French. Richard, I don't know yet. These are things you can change. I did change. If I write voice here, change voice, narrator voice, change speed, personalize, change voice pitch, volume. Oh, that's pretty in depth. That is pretty in depth. This is other things. Oh, what if I change it to Caroline? Does it change anything? No. Richard? No. Use Linda. Voice speed. I feel like the speed is fine. The pitch can be like a little lowered. Voice volume. That's okay. Lower the volume of other apps when narrator is speaking. No. Because I can see 2 scenarios in my head. One where the rest is lowered, one where it's not. And I don't feel like I want to lower my stuff like that. It's not a bad idea though. It'll make it more clear when they're talking. I'm like in the middle of fucking something. Your ski hat with holes for eyes has sold. Awesome. Let's talk to Prepper. Get a suit on. Chin up, soldier. Here's a bunch of shit you don't need. What am I supposed to do with all of this, man? Man. Bro. Dude. Can I even use this? Look at this gun. This goes here. I'll save like a good guns, I guess. I'll wear this. No, okay. This here. Wear. Whatever. Put this on. Can't put anything on. I guess I'm good. Save this. You know, the rest, well, you kind of paid for nothing. So I do have to clean my stash here because it's full of junk and there's holes. I can fix that if I move things around. But that's the goal with these boxes. You can just throw things in them and it fucking organizes. What happens if I click this? Oh, well, that's not a bad idea. It's full. This is full of hats. These are more hats. See, now I have space. And drop guns. We're ready anyway. I like when I'm ready, you just start the game. Boom. That makes sense to me. So we have like a scope. We have a good scope. This is still going to be hard though. We have a scope to fight Sturman, so let's go fight Sturman. Boom, boom, boom. Is this open? Ready? There's a lot going on, man. Well, there's always a lot going on when you want to make something happen. And when you want to make multiple things happen, there's a lot going on at the same time. If you want to make all of this happen at the same time, which is the case, because time is of the essence. Oh, but the idea is if you don't do enough at the same time, you will just take more time. Default audio device. Yes. Change the level of detail narrators provide about text and controls. That's what is this menu? Press narrator plus V. Yeah, where is that key? Change how capitalized text is read. Increase pitch. Have narrator use punctuation to determine pauses when reading. Yes. You remove it, it must be fucking weird. Here, advanced details. Have narrator voice emphasizes formatted text. What? Hear phonetics as you read by character. Change the level of context narrator provides for button and other controls. Well, you can only test this when you have a chat, so I'll lower this, and at some point, chat is going to be like, hey, man, what's going on, man? Hear only sounds for common actions. Have narrator be more efficient in Outlook. Have narrator announce why an action can be performed. Have here hints on how to interact with buttons and other controls. A, B, C, D, E, F. Here, when toggle keys like cap lock and them are turned on and off, just take it all out. Just take it all the fuck out. Thank you. We need sound. A virtual environment. A video game, as we used to call them. But now, clearly, the virtual environment. Nice. Nicely done, man. Nicely done. Repairing the broken bones. We have a bleed. We'll be entertaining that bleed. We have cheese for the bleed. Tell me I don't know what I'm doing. Except the fact that I'm missing a grenade. I don't know what I'm doing. Free up storage space. Why would I do that? By the way, the stream has started, so it should be another screen by now. If you don't mind, we'll go here. What? What is it? Oh, you're doing fine, man. Let's go. Let's go. Well, it's I'm at Scab House. You chill the fuck out. You hear me? What do you mean, man? Did you throw a nade? No, 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 no. Stop that. Stop. Why can't I shoot you? I can't shoot. Good thing he threw a flash grenade. It fucking landed on me, man. Surf kit. Take this. These keys are bad. We'll bring the juice. We will drop the IFAK here. That should be fine. That was a slow IFAK. Are we gonna make it? Yes, we will. Let's repair the head. And go. Hopefully I'll shoot my next target with better aim. I mean, this is not a gaming mouse. Look at this mouse. It's a professional mouse of a professional worker who makes 25, 35 bucks an hour working with trash. And whose work ultimately never fucking matters. On the in the echelon, dude. Let's go. We die? Dude, I don't have time for this bleed. I really could care less for this bleed right now, man. The worst waste of time. Come on. Heal. Honestly, all of this for the bleed, every time I check my skill and I'm just bleeding, okay? It's barely moving here. So, I don't know what these guys are talking about. Hello. Do you see me? Oh, you do. What are you doing? Yes, pop your face. Is this you? No, there's no way it's you. I think he's going down. I think he's coming here, to be frank. I think he's coming here. It's just unfortunate for him that I see him. Now, there's nobody here, right? No, there's nobody here. So he's definitely in position soon. Nothing here. Well, somebody passed by. Nope. Somebody did not. Not the best spot. This sound is so loud, apparently. People hear that shit. This blows. Okay, we're gonna take another angle. Can't see anything. There's not a lot of people in the server too. So. Kind of relaxed. Well, by now we could have easily moved out the extraction. You know, he went up there, looked for Sherman. Sherman wasn't there. Probably what happened. Oh yeah, great time to not have enough energy to do half of this shit. If you could... Fuck, man. Bullshit, man. Your gun is full auto. You're gonna contact here. Nope, nobody. What about here? You here, buddy? Buddy? Yeah. Buddy, he's not here. He's long gone. That's what I think. We have constraint over the system. Guy can only go so much. Anything here? We have this and BSGS. Let's take a look at this later. Oh, he looked at the box. That's what he did. Looked at the box and then fucked off. Extract. I can still tell that I can't really see too well. You guys can't see even less because of streaming technology restrictions over bitrate. The bitrate is too low. You can't get all the information in the screen every frame. That's why I had to lower resolution and frame rate. This way, please. So it's not high quality as much as it is for me, but even then, it just feels like for some player, this is black and white. They see a player, they see the environment, it's black and white. For me, it's a fucking mush. Everything's the same. I can't distinguish anybody from anything. I think I have time for this. Hey. Nice. Nicely done. Very nicely done. Oh. That's done. Moving on to the next subject. What, I have 231 megabytes free. Are you really serious about this? How? Oh. These are other restrictions on the system. Many systems, many restrictions, many limits, all limits to all systems. Pretty simple. Normal. Next. Yes. How was the video coming? Pretty good, pretty good. Let's watch a video. Something you have not seen.
I envy the lifestyle of Asmongold.
His lifestyle. Of course, he's probably a millionaire by now, and he's just always been working on videos and fucking communities and WoW stuff. It's really simple. Like World of Warcraft, WoW. Like, are you fucking following anything here?
When I was 16 to 19, my main hobby was just playing WoW with my friends. I thought, though I had school, I had plenty of time to play the game and be a solid part of my life experience. I regret nothing. Those were good times. But that was more than 10 years ago. Now I have a full-time job and a...
Dude, I remember being at that age also and fucking enjoying the projects that we were working on, right? We had a clan, a server, ideas, websites, communication services, community. It was so fucking badass.
Part-time of mine. I have a wife.
But I literally mean we had that because we created that. I was the leader. And I had support from other members, and we made that and managed that. It ended up falling apart like any project, but it was a great time in my life for sure.
A house to maintain, a dog, and responsibilities. I love it all, but at the same time, I can't even remember when the last time it was that I could dedicate time to WoW and just play games. I have a decent computer. I have games that I have enjoyed installed, but I barely have time to finish even one of them. This used to be my main hobby, and I can't even name the last game that I saw the end credits for. And then I look at Asmon, and the way he can just chill out on life without a care in the world, and the amount of self-acceptance of this guy. Even though he has a life that society tells you over and over again that you should not aspire to. His self-acceptance even feels like an act of rebellion. It's hypnotizing, the way that he can just say he is lazy and has no ambitions and be completely okay with that.
Yeah.
I barely remember seeing someone with his level of comfort about who he is. Sometimes when I watch his streams, how his life was mostly just playing games and eating junk food and having so few things to care about that I wish that could be me for just a week or two to breathe.
Yeah.
I cannot play WoW the whole day, or let my house become a mess for a while, or take a break from my job just because I want to, without feeling tremendous amount of guilt or serious consequences.
Let's send it again.
This man gets to live a life a few can. And even though they have worked hard to be where I am now, there's a part of me that would trade it all just to have a lifestyle like this. Listen, I live
because we're waiting for this to finish.
Of a fiend and a degenerate. Nobody should watch my stream and say, I want to be like this animal. Like, there have been people who have tried. Izzy tried living with me. No mere mortal can live with admin gold. No, it doesn't happen. This is a fiend. This is.
But the truth is, all it is, and he's not. I haven't said that yet, but I'm only at 5 minutes. But he's doing a lot. He's making videos, and that's the life that he chose as a cinematographist or whatever the fuck it is, dude. And that's where his money comes from, and his lifestyle is able to be supported because he does a lot. He's organized all of this technology, and he's organizing all these ideas, and he made this video, and all of this is seamless for your fucking pleasure. But he's doing a lot of things, and a lot of people are working like that. There's hundreds of thousands of people worldwide who live like this, right? They're creative people, and they put stuff here and there, and they work like that from home, and they just are popular enough and lucky enough to be popular enough, right? And there's a lot of variables as to how you are, your message is popular or your content is popular, right? But he's doing a lot, right? And of course, like he says, he's also minimalist, which means he only wants like a few things and nothing more, and that helps with not having enough time to do all that he wants to do. Like, that's my opinion, though.
Sam's Club thing pinned on your wall. Yeah, I do. It's right there. I used to work at Sam's Club. Right there. I've got it right here on my thing. That's the way.
Right. So that was the real job that he had, right? And then his other job was, or his pleasure was, to put stuff online and do things like that and work and have an opinion and speak about it and fucking
I feel about it,
do all that shit.
I don't think.
And this took over being lucky, right? Made him more money than Sam's fucking Koton selling place.
Anybody should want to live the way that I live.
Right. Real job. Oh, wow. Real job. And
for many people, my existence is a soulless, degenerate, disgusting existence.
Because it's better.
I don't want people to get upset.
Because he's lucky too.
I don't want people to feel
like he's somewhat lucky. Like a year or two ago, Asmon was much smaller. He was maybe 50,000 subscribers, and then I don't know, his content just started blowing up. I started watching his content too.
Anything like that.
Like, it wasn't just about WoW. It was more about. It was about streaming and just all the dramatic news, just following all this big ass ecosystem of, even if you're not playing WoW, you're still like in that whole ecosystem. And he started making content for that ecosystem, and that's how he got there. It's a luck until you understand the variables, really.
The truth is that you chose to get a dog, you chose to get a wife, and many of the responsibilities that you have.
Here's another game.
And the reason is because you wanted those things. It's always easy to look over and see what somebody else is doing and wish that you were able to do what that person is doing.
He's absolutely right. You chose this. You chose that. You wanted this. You wanted that.
For like maybe a few weeks, but not for their whole life. And I think that this person should probably think about ways to take vacations and spend time with themselves.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think a lot of people might have forgotten.
Like I chose and he chose to live like this, to live alone, to not have a life of a wife and kids and the house and the dog, and these are all choices that we've made too. We prefer it that way. Of course, it's nice to have all those things, but it also brings responsibilities, or like, and bad things, and like, oh, this is fun, this is not fun, and we just like to live by ourselves. But he lives with his mom still, right? That's his family home, and but they like it that way. They are super happy with it. Plus his mom is sick, and he's kind of happy to take care of her,
The art of spending time with yourself and being able to indulge and do something that you want to do. Because there's nothing about this that says that you can't take a vacation, you can't go do something for yourself. You have to make sure that you do have that thing for yourself that you're able to do, that makes you feel like you're not just toiling away with your life and you don't have the opportunities.
I don't see anybody in there.
A lot of people can't take vacations, though. I feel like the overwhelming majority of people can take vacations sometimes. Like, there are very few people, especially people that don't live in the U.S., many people can take vacations.
What the fuck is this light?
False?
Is there a...
What's up? I don't know,
there
man.
It is.
Like, I've had, like, multiple friends that worked in retail jobs, and they've taken vacations, too. Like, I don't know what job, like, everybody in here thinks that they have that they can just never take a vacation from. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, me too, man.
What's this
I find it
I work in a
fucking
Fortune
stupid.
500 company, and
You all
only get
accept
10 days
this shit?
vacation. Yeah, there are some.
Like, a lot of people accept this shit, and then they think they're like better than everybody. Just fucking take a vacation. You can't take a vacation from your job? You fucking boss sucking dick.
You probably took that job because that job
Come on
pays
already.
more money, and you could have taken a job probably that
You
pays
work so
less
hard
money
for
that
your
gives you more
boss,
vacation
and
time,
then
but
he
you
won't
chose
let you
not
have
to do
a
that.
vacation at some point. Come
I
on,
think
dude.
that
Just
ultimately
enough.
you have
Enough.
to look and think
And then you
about
fucking go
what the
around and be
time
like, yeah,
that
man,
you
I'm Chad
invest
as fuck.
yourself in
Fuck you.
gets- that you
Enough
get out of
already.
it. False? Are you crazy?
Are you fucking insane?
You guys act like you have no control over your life. Like, the cards are just
Straight
already
up.
set for you. Like, you just, like, you can only do this little small thing in your life, and you have no control over your own destiny. Take control.
Yeah. Make choices.
Take things into your own hands.
This is what I've done all my
Stop
life.
waiting on somebody else to give you something.
Like, people are now
Stop
like
waiting
jealous
on
and shit.
somebody else to
Come on already.
allow you
Go.
to be yourself. Take it for yourself. Do something that you need to do.
Hey. Oh.
This is a friend of mine right here. People just nod and get hired, now not realizing they are screwed. I got 4 weeks vacation instantly whenever I got my new job. Exactly. And
No,
Scratch,
he
don't
saw
you-
me look like a
I don't
rock.
know,
I didn't see him. What the
Don't you work as like an accountant or something like that? You have a good job, and they treat you like a good person because you have a good job that's valuable. Yeah, he works in accounting. He gets 4 weeks of vacation. Here's a little fucking trick. Learn a skill that people care about. Everybody needs an accountant. If your skill is picking up boxes and moving them around, you're probably not going to get 4 weeks of vacation. And you know why? Because anybody can fucking do it. Do something that other people can't do, and they'll give you money
GG
for it.
test.
That's the truth.
GG.
And that's not a sag.
Ooh.
That's not a sag at all.
I just
You
took
have to
one of his
invest
bullets to the
yourself and
face,
build
and I didn't have a
yourself
face
up.
shield.
You don't just immediately get there. People make minimum wage, not need an accountant. But yeah, but your goal should not be to make minimum wage. Like, that's not your goal. Like, I really think that there's like a certain level, there's like a certain amount of learned helplessness that a lot of people have. And I think that it's sad to see. Because I've been in that position too. I have. It's not like I'm speaking from like some, oh, I don't know what it's like. I do know what it's like because I've been in that
I
position.
mean, we're all feeling that. He's also feeling that. I'm also feeling that. Some helplessness in some areas, of course. And sometimes it's fucking like in many areas. Sometimes, right? Then you just have to stop and fucking care for all these areas one at a time and say, okay, well, that's what I want. That's what I want. Here's what I don't want. Here's the problem. This is causing that. That's causing this.
As well. You can't rely on anybody else to do you favors. You can't rely on anybody else to have your best interests in mind. You can't rely on anybody else to help you You can't rely on anybody else to ensure your success. You can't rely on anybody else, period. You can only rely on yourself, and you can only trust yourself